The demise of most women is that you all care so much about your trauma and you think that everyone else in the world is supposed to give a fuck about your trauma. And then women get mad when you all openly tell your trauma to everyone, especially men. And then men will get on the internet and weaponize and say, oh, yeah, the reason she's acting like that is because she has trauma. The reason why she's doing this is because she has trauma. The whole purpose of you knowing about your trauma is for you to know about your trauma. It's for you to practice self-mastery. It's for you to learn about yourself. And I'm so tired of women getting on the internet saying that, oh, the Wizard Liz had it so hard. Oh my gosh, she had trauma. Who fucking hasn't had trauma? Who doesn't have a story? Who has not had it hard? The world does not give a fuck about your trauma. You women care so much about your trauma and no one else does. Your trauma is your responsibility. And then you wonder why you are an open book to men and they use it against you. They weaponize it against you because they are seeing that your trauma is a sense of weakness. No one is going to hear your sob story and say, I want to rescue her. I want to help her. I want to make sure that she doesn't repeat the cycle, especially men. Men do not give a fuck about your trauma. Men do not care. All they're doing is listening to your trauma and hoping how they can use it against you, how they can sleep with you, how they can take advantage of you, how they can bring you down to their level. And that is exactly what happened with the Wizard Liz. There is no sense in you knowing your trauma if you do not know your trauma to be able to prevent it again. She knew her trauma and she still got baby mama. She knew her trauma and she's still taking up for a man that has clearly been disrespectful to her and was disrespectful and abusive to another woman. At the end of the day, you cannot keep having this victim mentality when it comes to women using trauma and then getting mad when it's getting used against them, and then when it doesn't work out in their favor saying, well, it's because of her trauma. The world doesn't care. Okay, no job interview is going to ask you about your trauma. No college acceptance is going to ask you about your trauma. No one is going to ask you about your trauma because it's nobody else's fucking business. You don't get a handout in life just because you've been through something. You are not owed better treatment just because you've been through something. Women are always going to get used, abused, and discarded whenever they have this mindset wrapped around trauma because you think people actually give a fuck about your trauma. Men are praying that you have trauma. They are praying that you have trauma because what they're going to do, they're going to sell you a dream. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, and oh my goodness, you must be going through much, and you know what, guess what, I'm not going to be that type of guy. I'm going to make sure that I am not that type of guy, and y'all fall for it every fucking time. Y'all panties will be wrapped around your ankles before he's even done finishing his sentence because the reason why y'all trauma dump on people and the reason why y'all tell everybody your trauma is because you want to feel seen. In the back of men's head, they've been through shit too. They've been through shit too, and they don't get to sit here and dangle their trauma in front of people and people are going to give a fuck. If anything, it's going to make a man resent you more when you are telling him your trauma because men understand women do actually get a slap on the wrist for being open about their trauma. Women actually do get more accolades for being a victim, and men don't. So if anything, a man is usually jealous over the fact that she gets to have emotions and she gets to wear her trauma on her sleeve, and as a man, he cannot. He is not allowed that because it is not seen as masculine. It is seen as feminine for him to do that. There was no point of the Wizard Liz coming forth with her trauma, coming forth of her story, just for all of this to happen. I thought the point of you knowing your trauma was to make sure that you did not repeat the cycle. I thought the purpose of you knowing about yourself and becoming self-mastered and learning about yourself is to make sure that you do not put yourself in the same exact cycle that you were trying to avoid in the first place. How are you going to be able to be an influence to others when you don't even know how to be an influence to yourself and not make the very same mistake that you are complaining that was traumatizing in your own goddamn life? Make it make sense.